Ah, yes. Did I actually do it? I don't. Oh, yeah. No? Heck if I know. I'm doing it now. All right. So here's a little live stream. What you're seeing is my little demo project. A demo space with Supergraph in front showing you a tour of the work in scope. So I have run a Jira query and pulled back the results that you see here in the full chart. And we're currently flying over and touring all of the related work. So here's the epic. Looks like we've got some, oh, some story. There's another epic. There's the story. There's demo 8. It's a story. Its summary is epic 3, story 1. Helps you know who belongs to whom. And as we traverse and get here to the end of the graph, you see our tasks and subtasks. I'll switch to fit mode and you can see the full graph we're traversing here in the canvas. You can switch to process flow and see where work is in terms of completion, life cycle. In this, we've really only got one, even though we have 11 issues to build cases from, we have one flow. They all share created and into backlog. No variation really there whatsoever. You can see here 11 events, 11 issues. None of them are rework, none of them are bottlenecks. There's no blocker or excessive delay. And you can see the work that falls under this discovered flow. All kind of looks like this. And you can open any of these work items in Jira and see where they are. You can open it in Jira. So here's demo 31. Here's its information. Here are the comments it added and email notifications. I guess I've been blasting them out. Don't really like that, but whatever. So I can go right back to the work in Supergraph, see it. It will pre-populate my query with the item I'm looking at and give me the right scope. Here's my item in relation to the other work. Fit, I can see it's a dependent item of epic 3. And if I isolate path, I see only my item in question highlighted. The rest are subdued. And change the view to give a three-dimensional representation. So if I have these other factors, the relationships aren't established here, but we can generally look at latency as the time taken from creation to first action. We don't have cost associated with this. Uncertainty is risk, and residuals are how much of a quantity that we're tracking through the flow, how much is left after a given step. So when we're looking at the further down the road when we're looking at the headcount resource allocation use case, and we can see that this initiative has 200 resources allocated, and we've got 8 projects that use all of the resources between them. We can see that map and be able to show that the constraint is resourcing. So if there's a delay or latency, we can tie the latency back to lack in resource. Easy to explain, difficult to surface in BI tools that are in Jira today. There are many ways to arrive at the result. Extract, maybe a data lake, data warehouse, ELT. You've got a BI who's not a part of your org deciding, the health and safety of your work. And I think that might be a valid pattern. However, it's nice to also be able to support it from inside the tool. So that's why I'm making this. I want pretty work reporting. I want capable and sound analysis. I want exportable signal. I want to be able to command and report on my work in any currency required. And I don't believe we need to go outside of Jira to do it, and not into anything having to do with Power BI, Tableau. Here's Supergraph, the project. Let's look at Supergraph, the project, under Supergraph. It's all the stuff that's not done. I just want to look at everything. So I can take a look at the project and look at where work went. How did things progress? We had things immediately created that went into the backlog. Some of these things spent 22 hours in backlog. Some of them went into done. Some of them were selected for development, and they're now in progress. What I don't like about this chart is that done comes before in progress as we're sorting in this way. If we look at the flow, or the Sankey flow, that is, we can see the initiative. We can look through the, let's look fit. We can look through the epic and through each of the stories, tasks, and subtasks. So it can get messy. And isolating the path really helps to clear up the clutter. You can see there's a lot of work, and you can see that your work is moving in relation to other work and how it's progressing or how it may be blocked. And we can change some of the details and the way it's presented based on the data we have available. So in this scenario, let's changing from downstream load to priority can show a big difference. So if you have, retrospectives, and you're looking at where and why or how things went the way they did, I think Supergraph is a really helpful tool to help you understand where and why things went the way they did. Critical Path, maybe you are already on Critical Path, using Critical Path. This helps also make that case for resourcing or for schedule if you were slipping. Um, you know, why? Is there dependency beyond your control? Are you managing risk? Do you have aged high risk or aged critical work items? Is this a blocker for me? Hmm. Oh, it's way deep. It's way deep in the tree. Acceptance tasks and it should be done. Oh, it is done. Well, that's good. It should be less risky. What else can I say? The top risks, their critical path, process flow. You can look at all the work, to do work, active work, done work, Sankey flow, all to do, done, top risk. Um, did I mention this is running on the GPU and we can enable full screen and view our work, can travel, traverse the graph in the browser scoped to your query. So you could pop this open with a query that runs, I mean, really any of your favorite filters. Um, we're just looking at the whole project here, but any query up here, stuff I'm watching, things that are blocking me. Um, yeah, my blockers. You want something to talk about in stand up? There you go. But top risk, top risk blocker. Here, the one thing I need to get out of my way. It's what we're all talking about here. I'm PMO, and this is my issue. Um, it looks like coming up is the MVP. Got a couple of high risk items down here. 2 stories. They're in progress. Oh, for the builder. Mm, this is stuck. That is stuck. Oh no. Do I have the? I do. I have the history. Oh no. Well, I'm here. You know what I can do? I can go right back to Supergraph. Look at it. And if I change it, I can see that change reflected. I can change my theme. I want to see it in here. Anchor to the epic. So that's my show and tell. It's a little boring, but I'm feeling a little tired. I need to go out and get some exercise. So I think I'll do that. Thanks for tuning in. If you are interested later this evening, we're doing the Doom Ace App Jam with Daryl Lee's Bingo Confluence and Doom for Jira. And we're going to talk about creativity in Forge app development, and I think that's